Ladies and gentlemen, the race for the Premier League top 4 just got a little bit more exciting because in Premier League Matchweek 26, we've got fantastic games like West Ham United versus Manchester City, Chelsea versus Manchester United, Leicester City versus Arsenal, and a bunch of other really exciting games that could really turn the table around quite a bit, especially the Premier League top 4. Everybody's fighting for it. Everybody wants it. Even West Ham United this season, which, if you ask me, West Ham United being above Liverpool on the Premier League table at this stage of the season, not necessarily something I would have predicted, but it just shows how exciting this Premier League season has been, which of course, hey everyone, my name is Finn, and in today's video, I'll be discussing every single game for this Premier League match week, along with giving my predictions for every single game. But before I get into my predictions, I do want to ask you guys to put down in the comment section down below, who do you think is the most underrated player in the Premier League this season? Along with that, can we reach 10 likes on this video? 10 likes, I don't feel like it's a lot to ask for, but when you do that, it does help my channel grow. It tells YouTube, hey, his videos are quite good. Please send it out to more people. So it would be much appreciated. And of course, let's get straight into the predictions because in Match Week 26, we've got 17 games to cover. That is a lot of football. So the first game I'll be talking about this Premier League match week will be Manchester City versus West Ham United, and I am going to give Manchester City a 3-1 win. Look, I love West Ham United, not just because it has the greatest footballer of all time, Lord, Jesse Lingard, Dino. Ooh, on a good day, Messi could shine his boots. No, I think West Ham United are great. They've only lost one game in their last 11 Premier League games. They've just beaten Tottenham Hotspurs. I think there's a beautiful energy at West Ham United, and I feel like they have a potential to beat almost any team in the Premier League. But at the moment, Manchester City are just looking so strong. I have to give them a comfortable win. 13 wins in a row in the Premier League. They just beat Arsenal 1-0. I mean, you know Manchester City are doing well when Raheem Sterling scores a header. So you know what? Manchester City have been in fantastic form. I will give them the win in this fixture. And in terms of a player to watch versus West Ham United, I don't know. I am going to go for Ilkay Gundogan because he has been fantastic this season, which, by the way, guys, if you haven't seen, my previous video I uploaded to this channel was the story of Ilkay Gundogan. Where did his career start? How did he get to where he is today? So if you want to check that video out, I will link it at the end of this video. But game number 2 of this Premier League match week, okay, gonna simmer down, not quite a Champions League kind of battle, but it is West Brom versus Brighton, and I am going to put it down as a 1-1 draw. I think West Brom have looked very good as of late. They've gotten 2 draws in a row, including the one versus Manchester United. And I think they could get another draw here. I think they've got a lot of positives in their team. Obviously, I think their goalkeeper's fantastic. I think Diane up front, finally a proper striker at West Brom. So you know what? I think Diane will probably be my player to watch, but I don't think he'll do enough to get a win versus Brighton because Brighton, I mean, they've been fantastic so far. I can't read my own handwriting. Because Brighton have been very tricky to get past as of late. They've gotten 3 clean sheets in their last 5 games, so defensively they've really sorted out their problems. Attacking wise, they get so many chances, but unfortunately they are just not scoring the necessary goals. 4 goals in their last 5 games, not fantastic, but they have gotten big results as of late. Don't forget, they are the team that beat Spurs and Liverpool in a row. I think Brighton have a lot of potential behind them, but I do think this will go down as a 1-1 draw. Game number 3, on the other hand, though, it is one of those games that could really go either way, and by a long shot either way. It is Leeds United versus Aston Villa, and I am going to give it to Aston Villa. Look, there is a doubt whether Jack Grealish will play in this game, but yeah, I do think Aston Villa will still win even without their glorious Jack Grealish, which really sucks as a neutral because it's like our Premier League version of Lionel Messi or Cristiano Ronaldo, which I don't know if that's a good sign for the Premier League as an advert, but you know what? I think he is a great player overall, but I still think Aston Villa will win without him. I think Leeds United, once again, attacking-wise, have a lot of potential in them. They are fantastic attacking-wise. Now, this is recorded before the Southampton Leeds game, so I don't know what the result will be there. But once again, defensively, still way too many problems for Leeds United versus Wolves. That 1-0 loss with their own goal, it just proves, even if an attacker striker from the opposition can't score past Leeds, Leeds will just do it themselves. They'll just give you a goal. So Leeds United, still too many defensive problems. I think Aston Villa will win. Defensively, got one of the best goalkeepers in the league. Midfield-wise, I love their midfield, and attacking-wise, are looking super strong. They should win it. And in terms of a player to watch, I'm going to go Ollie Watkins, as he has been in incredible form as of late. Now, next game. Okay, look, I'm going to get a lot of hate for this because I am going to go against the grain on this one. I am going to go for a shock prediction with Newcastle United versus Wolves, and I'm going to give Newcastle United the win in this, believe it or not. And that's insane to think about because as of late, Wolves have gotten points versus Leeds United, Southampton, Leicester City, and Arsenal. They are the clear favourites, and Newcastle United, they've just lost Callum Wilson for months with injury. Their only player on the team who looks like he knows what a goal is. So at the end of the day, is going for Newcastle United the right idea? Probably not, but I will say this. Ever since Wilson has been injured up front, Newcastle United has played better as a team. Their team performances have been better because they don't rely on just one player. As a Manchester United fan, I'm very jealous of this because we are screwed if Bruno Fernandes gets injured. So Bruno, please don't get injured. Please don't get injured. But as I said, because Newcastle United are playing better as a team as of late, I am going to give them the win. And in terms of a player to watch, I'm going to go for probably either Saint Maximin or Almiron. I think Almiron has been incredible as of late, and he looked really, really good versus Manchester United. Now, the next game I have for you guys is going to be Leicester City versus Arsenal, and I am going to give Leicester City the win in this. I don't know why I'm tempted not to an extent. I feel like this is a game that Leicester City really could bottle. I think it all depends if James Maddison is fit. Obviously, he went off with a hip injury versus Aston Villa, but you know what, this is too early to tell whether he will play in the game. I think if he's not in the game, I think Leicester City won't win. If he is playing, I think Leicester City will win because he is that kind of big impact player, and I think he probably will be the difference versus Arsenal. As I said, Leicester City probably going to win 2-1 attacking wise. They have been brilliant, and if James Maddison isn't playing, I'll go for Harvey Barnes as my player to watch because he has really stepped up a level this season. And in terms of Arsenal, 1 win in their last 5 games. They just lost 1-0 to a Manchester City Sterling header. It's just not signs of things going up for them, unfortunately, and I am going to have to go for Leicester City because, I mean, they are title contenders in comparison to Arsenal, who, I mean, whoop-de-doo, all they want to do is beat Tottenham Hotspurs as a mid-table side. But next game that we're going to get into, it is about more than just being mid-table. It is a fight for relegation. Who will get out of that kind of area? Crystal Palace versus Fulham, which if you asked me a week or 2 ago, I probably would have gone for Fulham because they've gotten some really decent results. Only 1 loss in their last 7 games. They've gotten 2 wins in their last 2 games. Sheffield United and Everton. It's looking very good for them. So once again, they might be favourites at this part of the point of the season. But I will go for Crystal Palace, even though you can't tell where they are in the season. They have their ups, they have downs. Look, they have no flat plateau where they ever rest their form. They're either shockingly good or shockingly bad. And I think they'll take the win in this game. They weren't the better team in their win over Brighton. But attacking wise, I feel like they do have something special there. And look, I'm going to say this. I mentioned early on in the video that it shocked me that West Ham United were above Liverpool at this point of the season. But I'm a bit more shocked that in 2021, Christian Benteke has more goals than Sergio Aguero. My player to watch, probably going to be the likes of Eze. I think he has a special talent to him. But game number 7 that we're going to get into, 7, 8, I don't know, I lost count. Tottenham Hotspurs versus Burnley. Now, Spurs have been shocking for the quality in their team, the special one. I can definitely tell you what he's currently doing with Spurs is special, but I will give Tottenham Hotspurs the win. Except for the fact they only got 1 win in their last 6 games. Once again, they are the better team. Defensively, though, they made very poor choices in their previous game versus West Ham United. That's why they lost. But versus Burnley, they really should have the upper hand because they should be playing more positive football because Burnley don't have a fantastic attack. But I'm telling you, if Spurs park the bus because of a player like Ashley Barnes, Spurs don't deserve to win anyway, but I will give them a win. Player to watch probably going to be Lucas Moura because he looked very good versus West Ham United. Now, next game I'm going to get into is going to be a seriously good one. as this will be a Champions League fight. Chelsea versus Manchester United. Now, both teams are in great form under Thomas Tuchel in the Premier League. Chelsea have gotten 2 draws, 4 wins. But on the other hand, they just drew 1-1 to Southampton, a team that was in horrible form. So you really don't know what's going to go for them. Where if you look at Manchester United, they've been great throughout the season, but as of late, they have lost unnecessary points, including a draw to West Brom. But I might just overlook that and give Manchester United the win. I feel like Manchester United has proven more to me so far this season that they can do it. Where Chelsea, yes, they've looked better overall. I think their midfield and defense has looked solid, but they've still got a lot of levels to work through in terms of their attack, because the only promising attacker, in my opinion, is probably Giroud at the moment. And considering I recorded this before the Chelsea-Atletico Madrid game, this aged very well. Well done, Finn. And knowing Chelsea, they won't start him versus Manchester United. So Manchester United probably will win this, and play to watch. Now, am I going to get a biased reaction if I say Bruno Fernandes? It's going to be Bruno. The next game is going to be Sheffield United versus Liverpool. Now, Liverpool should easily win this 3 or 4-0, but I am only going to give them a 1-0 win because obviously they have been in dreadful form as of late. They've got no defenders. I mean, I don't know why they bought all their defenders in China. They just seem to break so easily. I mean, maybe I shouldn't talk about things not lasting very long in China. It's not always the case. But at the end of the day, no matter how weak this Liverpool team is, it should still beat Sheffield United. Even though in the last 11 games for each team, Sheffield United have been in better form, but Liverpool's still a better team overall. You would hope that they can beat the likes of Sheffield United, so I will give them the win because they need to start picking up on points. Because at the moment, they're 6th place on the table, having played a game more than everyone else. So giving Liverpool the win, and player to watch. Once again, I'm actually going to go for a new player in the likes of Shaqiri. I think versus a team like Sheffield United, he probably will get some game time, and I think he's going to produce a shockingly good performance. Now, next game, before we get into everyone else playing twice, is going to be Everton versus Southampton. Now, once again, a month ago, totally different story. Would have been super close, but I'm going to give Everton the win in this. They've just won the Merseyside derby for the first time since 1999, so they should win versus Southampton, a team that have been in horrible form. But on the other hand, Everton did lose to Fulham before they beat Liverpool. So you know what? It could really go either way, but I'm going to go with my heart feeling on this and say that Everton will beat Southampton, because Southampton, yes, I think that McCarthy's probably been their only good player at the moment, because outfield-wise, they have been shocking, bar maybe Minamino, who has really picked up since entering Southampton's team on loan. But at the end of the day, the team as a whole hasn't been good enough. Everton should win, and I'm going to put Richarlison as my player to watch because he has been in great form. Now, ladies and gentlemen, that is every team after they have played once. We still have about 7 games to go, but don't worry, I won't take as long with all of these because obviously I've explained each team's form as much as possible. So I'm just going to go quickly through it. First replay in this match week is going to be Manchester City versus Wolves. As I said, Manchester City easily the best team in the world at the moment, where Wolves struggling attacking wise. They still need to get their shots on target. I'm going to give Manchester City a 2-0 win. Next game, Burnley versus Leicester City. And in the reverse fixture early on this season, Burnley proved to be defensively difficult. But Leicester City, with their attack, their midfield's looking very, very strong. I'm going to give Leicester City a 1-0 win because, let's be honest, they are the better team. Next up, Sheffield United versus Aston Villa. Sheffield United got way too many problems, so I'm going to give Aston Villa a 2-0 win. Next up, Crystal Palace versus Manchester United. Oh, I want to say it's going to be an easy win for Manchester United, but at the end of the day, we lost to Crystal Palace in the beginning of the season. But you know what? Manchester United, I have faith in you. Please, Crystal Palace has the worst defense in the entire world, in my opinion. They are so bad, and our attack can be so good. So we better win this one 3-1. So Manchester United should win it 3-0. Actually, no, we should not concede a goal. Next up, West Brom versus Everton. Big Sam's old team versus Big Sam's current team. I think Everton are going to win this once again. Sounds like the obvious answer, but Everton do have potential to bottle it. Next up, Fulham versus Tottenham Hotspurs. Now almost everything in my body is telling me to almost go for Fulham because Tottenham Hotspurs have been in horrible form. And if there's any team to actually lose to Fulham, it would be Spurs. But you know what? I am going to go against that feeling and say I do think Tottenham Hotspurs will win this one. And once again, if not, then Jose Mourinho, you need to leave the club. It's not working for you. Last game of all 17 games, guys, which... By the way, guys, 10 likes on this video. That's all I'm asking for. After all this research, I think I've earned it, right? But last game of this match week, I'll spend a tiny bit more time to talk about Liverpool versus Chelsea. Now, this earlier on in the season, once again, I would have given Liverpool a strong win. But things are just not going well for Liverpool at the moment, where Chelsea, once again, looking better, more positive when it comes to their midfield and attack. They are picking up a tiny bit, and I think Chelsea could dominate a game like this and give Liverpool a spanking of 3-1. It could genuinely be a case of that. So I think, unfortunately, Chelsea will embarrass Liverpool, which, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to know my opinion on Liverpool at the moment, what is wrong with them, what are their problems, what should they change, is Jurgen Klopp the right man for the job? I have done a video for that, so please check that out in the eye thingy up above. I'll link it there if you want to see my opinion on Liverpool. But as I said, Chelsea should win this one. But, ladies and gentlemen, wow, I'm tired. 17 games to talk through. That is a lot of football. So guys, if you have stayed to the end of this video, please don't forget to like. Get this to 10 views. Please don't get 10 views. Get this video to 10 likes, and we are once again on the road to 900 subscribers. We are so close. So if you do enjoy regular football content, please do hit that subscribe button. It would mean a lot to me. But guys, that is Premier League Match Week 26, and the top 4, I guarantee you, will look different come the end of the week. But ladies and gentlemen, that is fun. Hope you enjoy your Premier League football. Have a good one. Cheers. Bye.
The times you cried saying that I wasn't right, yet I was right by your side. You manipulator, playing games, your friends commentators, and I don't know what you say about our private conversations, but it's got them hating. Thanks to all the rumors you be claiming, it's cool, I'm done with you, so they can throw you a celebration. You gon' hate it when you see me with somebody living better. I'm trying to tell you that me just doing me